Hey pretties, welcome back to my channel. So today is the first part of our wig making series. We're going to be making a frontal wig. So let's jump right into it. First, you're going to use the cap of your choice. This is applying the wig cap of your choice. This is a mesh dome cap and I'm using a 22-inch canvas head. The canvas head size depends on your head and your client's head. So I'm pinning that down and now I'm going to be applying the frontal to it. Apply the frontal directly in the middle and make sure both sides are even. You're going to pull the frontal about 1 inch to 1/2 inch down in front of the cap. This makes the wig fit better. And then you're going to pull the sides straight down and pin those down. Make sure you pull it tight so that it's nice and flat. After you finish pinning both sides down nice and flat, we're just going to braid this hair up to get it out the way so then we can sew the frontal down. Okay, it's time to start sewing. We're going to start at the middle, at the top, and we're going to work our way down to one side. After we finish one side, we're going to start at the top again and work our way down to the other side. Oh yeah, and sorry about my nails. I really do not like nails or tips. My birthday just passed, so I had to put them on. But I don't like wearing them, especially when I'm doing hair. So I started popping these babies off when I was making this wig. So yeah, don't watch that. So after you've sewn both sides, now it's time to start your guidelines. I'm using a metallic marker. I got this one from the 99-cent store. And I'm drawing a line from frontal to frontal or from ear to ear. And I'm going to draw about 2 or 3 lines across. And this is where I'm going to place my tracks. There are many different ways to draw your outlines. This is just one way. Some people just draw straight across. But to each his own, you could try whichever way you like the best. But today, this is how I'm doing it. So I'm doing it in like a U shape. And then we have to close off the U shape. And we're going to start drawing the lines straight across until we get to the top. So you want your guidelines to be like a finger width apart or like 1 inch. If you're double tracking, make it 2 fingers or about 2 inches or so. Like you have to eyeball it, what you think where the tracks are gonna go. So as you see, it might look a little bit too close together, but this is how I do it. It worked out perfectly fine for me. I single track, so if you're double tracking, you have to make it further apart. But I'm single tracking. I don't like double tracking. It seems too bulky to me. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna eyeball it. I know where to place the tracks. these are just guidelines to help me like to keep the line straight, you know, just reference. But to each his own, you do yours how you want to. But this worked out great for me. But honestly, when you're sewing, like, you're gonna see where to put the checks. Like, you see a little down, that place looks between like the 3rd or 4th row, it looks a little big, but I know to fill in a check there. Like, you're just gonna know. But yeah, when you're done, it should look like this. You start in the U shape, you go straight across, and then it's gonna form a U shape at the top, and then you have to lay your check straight across again to close off the U shape. Remember, these are just your reference lines, and there's different ways to sew on the front. So this is how I'm doing it, and it came out great for me. So now let's get to sewing. We're gonna start on our bottom track from frontal to frontal, going in the U shape. When you first stitch your track, make sure you knot it good, sew it in. I like to sew through the wefts, like the first couple stitches, to secure it, and then you can stitch it how you want all the way around. And we're gonna do it this way about 2 or 3 times before we start laying the check straight. So I did my 2 or 3 rows in the U shape. So now we're gonna start sewing it straight and following our guidelines straight across. This is how your check should be looking. This is like a couple rows straight across. You see how we curved off the C? And we're gonna keep doing this until we reach the top. So now we're gonna start laying our tracks horizontal so we can close off this wig. And we're just gonna follow our guidelines across. So this is how it's looking so far, laying the tracks horizontal and closing it off. And this is how it looks when all the tracks are sewn in. So this is part 1. This is how we construct the wig. Make sure you come back to part 2 so you can see how I bleach the knots, I pluck the hairline, and how I style it and let it dry. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.